Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. In the previous class, we have completed polygon mesh and plane equation. Okay. Today I will study quadratic surfaces. Okay. So, let us discuss in detail what is quadratic surfaces. Before going to the topic quadratic surfaces, first we know that what is curved line and surfaces. Okay. So, what is curved line and surfaces? Display of three-dimensional curved lines and surface can be generated from an input set of mathematical functions defining the object or from a set of user specified data points. That means three-dimensional curved line and surface can be generated from the set of mathematical function which define the objects or user specified or set of user specified data points. That means the objects which is specified using by the user using the data points. Okay. When functions are specified, a package can project the defining equation for a curve to the display plane and plot pixel position along the path of the projected function. Okay. For curved surface, a functional description is decorated to produce a polygon mesh approximation to the surface. That means curved surface is like a polygon mesh which approximate to the produce the surface. Okay. Usually this is done with rectangular polygon patches to ensure that all vertices of any polygon are in one plane. Okay. Since polygons specified with 4 or more vertices may not have all vertices in a single plane. Okay. So, for example, display surface generated from functional description includes quadratic and super quadratic objects. Okay. This one is your first thing. What is curve? Okay. Now discuss what is surface. When a set of discrete coordinate point is to specify an object shape, a functional description is obtained that fits the design points according to the constraint of the application. For example, spline representation. The spline representation concept we will discuss later. Okay, in detail. So, here one example also there. That means here this one is a curved line. This blue line is a curved line. Okay. And the points, the green dots are the data points, which to connecting all these data points we draw a curved line. But here some data points are not connected, some data points are connected. The interpolating the points which are connected to the line or using connecting the data points, we can draw a curved line. These data points are known as interpolating data point, and the data points which are not connected, it is approximation. Okay, data points. So all these things also we will discuss in details later. And here are some examples of the curve, different types of curves, okay, or surfaces. This one solid, ellipsoid, ellipsoid cylinder, ellipsoid paraboloid, paraboloid cylinder, and quadratic cone, okay, hyperboloid cylinder, hyperboloid two seats, hyperboloid of two seats, hyperboloid, paraboloid. All these things are using the different blocks which we use in this curved lines or in these curved surfaces. Okay, let us discuss or come to the point quadratic surface. Quadratic surface are frequently used class of objects. That means in the quadratic surface different objects are used. Okay, quadratic surface are described with second degree equation, which is quadratics. Okay, quadratic surfaces are described with second degree equation. The example of quadratic surfaces are sphere, ellipsoid, torus, paraboloids, hyperboloids. Okay, these are the example of quadratic surfaces. But general common element of quadratic surfaces are sphere and ellipsoids. Common element of graphic scenes or graphic images. Okay. Here the diagram, all the quadratic surfaces objects are. Let us discuss what is sphere. Sphere, which is our common element of the quadratic surfaces. Okay. In Cartesian coordinate, a spherical surface with radius r centered on the coordinates origin is defined as the set of points x, y, z that satisfy the equation. That means in a spherical surface radius is r. Using the radius r or the coordinate origin point, origin point which is set of points are x, y, z. According to this, we satisfy or we find an equation. The spherical equation is x square plus y square plus z square equals to r. This one is important for you. The equation are all of you remember this. Okay. Next, this one is an example of sphere. In this sphere, x-axis, just we rotate these things. In the two-dimensional, this one is your x-axis, this one is your y-axis. In 2D, this is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. But in 3D, just we rotate it and this one is your z-axis, this one is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. Okay, and the point which is P here and the coordinate points position is x, y, z. Okay, using the angle theta and phi. Okay, and the radius is this one which is r. The spherical equation is this one, x square plus y square plus z square equal to r square. Okay, according to this equation we can also describe the spherical surface using latitude angle phi and longitude angle theta. Okay, in a parametric form. Then the parametric equation is x equal to r dot x equal to r dot cos phi into cos theta. The value of, according to the latitude and longitudinal angle in parametric form, the x equals to, the coordinate value x equals to radius r into cos phi into cos theta, and y value equals to r dot radius r into cos phi into sin theta. Okay, and z value equals to r dot radius r dot or into sin phi. Okay, so here this one is your in parametric form using the latitude angle phi and longitude angle theta. We describe these equations in a parametric form. Okay, here phi is between the range of minus pi by 2 to negative pi by 2 to positive pi by 2. That means the phi range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and theta is in between minus pi to pi. Okay, that means minus pi is less than equal to theta is less than equal to pi, and minus pi by 2 is less than equal to phi less than equal to pi by 2. Okay, this is your sphere. In this sphere, when we, the main example, the sphere is your world, is your universe. Universe is a spherical object. Okay, so this one is your sphere. Next we discuss about the ellipsoid. Ellipsoid surface is an extension of spherical surface. Okay, where the radius in 3 mutually perpendicular direction can have different values. Okay, this one is your example of ellipsoid, solid ellipsoid, and this is in your geometrical form. Here this is your x axis, this one is your y axis, and this one is your z axis. Okay, and so that this one is your rx, this point is your rx, this point is your rz, and this point is your ry. Okay, so the Cartesian representation for point over the surface of an ellipsoid centered on the origin is x by rx whole square plus y by ry whole square plus z by rz whole square equals to 1. This is your ellipsoid's Cartesian representation equation. Okay, when this equation in a parametric form or according to the parametric representation using the in terms of the latitude angle phi and longitude angle theta, the value of x equals to rx into cos phi into cos theta, value of y equals to ry into cos phi into sin theta, and value of z equals to rz into sin phi. Okay, here also phi in between the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and theta is also in between the range of minus pi to pi. That means minus pi by 2 is less than equal to phi less than equal to pi by 2, and minus pi is less than equal to theta less than equal to pi. So this one is your ellipsoid. Okay, so in your syllabus only sphere and ellipsoids are there, but also we also discuss about what is torus. Okay, a torus is a donut shaped object. Donut shaped object. This one is your torus example and torus image. Okay, it can be generated by rotating a circle or other conic about a specified axis. Okay, the Cartesian representation for point over surface of a torus can be written in the form of r minus root over x by rx whole square plus y by ry whole square root over square. Okay, plus x by z by rz whole square equals to 1. This formula you can learn it. Okay, remember it. According to this formula, it can also represented in a parametric representation, parametric form, using the latitude and longitude angle for a torus are similar to those for an ellipse, except that angle phi extend over 360 degree. Okay, so according to this, x value equals to rx into r plus cos phi into cos theta, y value equals to ry into r plus cos phi into sin theta, z equals to rz sin phi. Okay, here also the phi is range between the minus pi to pi, theta is also range between the minus pi to pi. Okay, that means minus pi less than equal to phi less than equal to pi, and theta's value is also minus pi less than equal to theta less than equal to pi. Okay, so this one is your torus, but torus is not in your syllabus, but I will let us you know about the what is torus and what are the formula. Also another objects are there, super quadratic objects are also there, super ellipsoid, super sphere, all these things are also there, paraboloid, hyperboloid, but these things not in your syllabus, so we will not discuss. All these things you will study in the higher class. Okay, let us discuss application of quadratic surface. The example of quadratic surface can be found in the world around us. Okay, in fact the world itself is a good example of quadratic surface. Okay, although the earth is commonly modeled as a sphere, isn't it? A more accurate model is an ellipsoid because the earth's rotation has caused a flattening at the poles. Okay, so today we will learn about the quadratic surface. Before discuss the quadratic surface, we also learn the what is curved line and curved surfaces. Okay, so this much in this class. Next we will discuss in the next class. All of you go through these notes and clearly note down it and remember all these formulas. Okay, thank you.